Alright, it's Monday and I've just woken up mad early right now because I've got to go to the dentist for a dentist appointment that I have. I really hate it when I have to go to the dentist because like those jabs be really painful and they're just so mad expensive for no reason, right? But anyway, I've just been checking all the charts right now and super excited to tell you guys that yesterday was the weekly analysis, which is Sunday, right? And the market is actually just moving according to what we have already analyzed. Let me just show you guys that. We're going to be on a small screen. I am not going to switch on the big screen because I'm about to leave. You can see that we're actually really positive on almost all the charts. Right now, it is heading for this next resistance level. On USD, we're also heading for this level right there. We break out of that level, then we're about to ride it up. So that is already me analyzing for the whole day today, because I know as soon as I'm coming back from this dentist appointment, I won't even want anyone to talk to me because my mouth is going to be so numb and it's going to be so painful. So I don't even think I'll just look at the charts whilst I'm not even talking to anyone and just send the signal. But anyway, you guys are probably going to see this video later, but I do hope you guys have a really good Monday and let's get the day started. Just to fix the tooth, 17,000 rubles. This is how much it is in dollars. Can't eat. I don't even think I should be talking right now, but anyway, can't eat for the next 2 hours. If anything is bad, I have to come back tomorrow for checkup. Good morning, it's a lovely Tuesday and I'm super excited because I just made $700 trading the Bitcoin, and that was yesterday. I could have made a lot more on this account, but I took my profits early. I'm not complaining. At least I've recovered my loss from last week and I'm excited to start up the trade. And yes, my tooth is feeling way better right now. You can see that I've been talking, making up for all the talking that I did not do yesterday. But let's just go on to the chart so that I can explain to you guys this Bitcoin trade. I actually left really early. The trade could have yielded a lot more. You can see the breakout that we just had there. The buyers had indicated their move on the Bitcoin, right? And then they started to give us a little retracement. They have a range right at this level. Notice at the range right here, we have what we call a bullish engulfing candle, right? This candle is engulfing this little red candle that we had. After I saw that, I knew that the buyers are declaring their move. And the next candle that it had was also a bullish momentum candle. As soon as I saw that, I jumped into the trade, left right at this next resistance that it had, and then it had other plans and shot up to the top. But I'm just happy that my account is back to $10,000. I'm actually sitting in a profit of plus $192 for the week, and I am super excited to see what this week is going to hold for us. It's NFP week, so let's go, let's trade. Yes, plus $1,150 running on our account right now. You can see we've been doing wonders on this account. Super excited. Actually, this trade has been fluctuating between our first and our second take profit, but as you can see right now, we're currently sitting in good profit, and I'm just so excited that we actually have a trade for the week right now. And that was after waiting on USD. On NASDAQ, I gave it as a limit order. It almost went to our limit order but did not actually trigger our limit order. It just started shooting up to the top. I'm not even going to talk about that because that's exactly what the market has been doing lately. It actually is so annoying. That's the same thing with USD. I gave a limit order on USD. Almost came close to my limit order, but did not actually end up triggering the limit order, which is really, really ridiculous. But let's just go on to the charts. Let me just explain to you guys what I've been seeing and what's been happening on the market. Today was actually a really good day because I did a lot of fun things, a lot of exciting things. I tried out something really cool that you're about to see in this video, and let me know what you guys think, because personally, this experiment I think is going to be really crazy. We're just going to wait. We're left with a few more days to see the actual results, and then I'm going to let you guys know every single thing. So for now, let's go on to the charts. Let's see what's happening. Now you can see on USD, the market was had an attempt to break out of this trend line. Now, if you know me, I'm a breakout trader. I know that the market, most times it actually does break out, and this is one of those times where you actually get what we call a false breakout, where it actually breaks out with a lot of momentum, but the opposing pressure just steps in and pushes the market right to the top. This doesn't happen often. That is why I wasn't looking forward for that happening, but it does happen. It's supposed to be a full candle like this, and then give us another candlestick to a next support level like this right here. This is the typical, scenario that normally happens when we have this type of momentum candle, and then it drops to a support level level that you're seeing right here. But in this case, that's not what happened, as you can see. And obviously that already just ruined my trading setup for the day, because I wasn't really looking forward to anything other than that, right? Not. Still, our account is still running in profit. As you can see, we're fluctuating, but we're still good, right over there. And then when I saw this happening, I saw the push to the upside. Obviously, I had to wait for this candlestick to close. And then you can see how this candle closed. It went all the way up and then dropped right here. Now, at this point, I had to tell myself that, you know what, this limit order it's not going to get triggered right now. That's just a fact that we have to face, right? And then I had to think very fast. As for me, I personally entered really fast these trades that you're seeing, the first trades that we have here, because I could take the risk, right? You can see my account is $10,000 and I could take the risk to hold, let's say it gave us a little bit of retracement to run about this level. I could hold this risk. That is why I didn't give this as a signal in the inner circle, right? And then when we saw this candlestick closing, dropped to a lower time frame, and then you can see the market broke out. It came back at that level with this candlestick right here. As soon as I saw this, I gave the signal buy US30 right at that level. And that is how we ended up in this particular trade on US30, and we're currently running plus 100 pips. Now you do understand that this level is already liquidity zone that we have right at the spot that needs to get swept out. We're currently running plus 1,100 and okay, now $120. But then yeah, that's besides the point. Now here is when psychology is important as a trader, right? In as much as I really like seeing our trades in profit and we're up 130 pips on this trade, right? I should actually understand the fact that we have neared a resistance area. I don't know what the market is going to do at this spot. There is a chance that it's going to break out, but there is also a chance that it can face resistance and drop back down. Now, do I want to be in the trade when the market faces this resistance and drops down, or I want to be secure? If I'm willing to take the risk as a trader, I'm going to stay in the trade. If not, yes, I'm going to put stop loss at break even to understand the fact that it might drop back down this market and suddenly reverse on me. So this type of thinking is important every single time when you're trading. What I'm going to do is I'll tell the inner circle to take partial profits at this level, because we might just drop from the zone in as much as, yes, it's already sweeping out liquidity plus 150 pips right there. That's exactly what's happening. You can see these levels are already getting wiped out at that zone. I understand that I might face resistance. I'm just telling the inner circle to take partial profits, as you can see, plus 150 pips that we have running right over there. The message has been sent. I've also just closed 2 positions so that I'm currently sitting at $1,168. That's already my $1,000 target for the week that I've already made right there. Everything else is just profit now at this point. So that's about it. I'm gonna call this a night today. Really chill today. I'm super happy. $1,000 in a single trading day. That is absolutely really good. You know, after waiting and waiting and waiting. So let's just go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's a lovely Friday. I know a lot of people are looking forward to NFP, but we've had our own fair share of NFP, even though it was not there, right? 400 pips that you're seeing running right there. 424 pips. Just exactly what I explained, guys. Nothing complicated here. We took the trade, we have executed, everything just played out exactly what we spoke about. We were about to break out of this level. I told you guys we're going to break out when the candlestick was this one, and then it actually didn't break out at this level. It dropped back for a retest. It broke out here, and then it gave us a retest right here, and then now it's just shooting up, going crazy. 430 pips. That is a decent week right there. We're closing off with $2,500 in profit for the week, not forgetting that we were down minus $600. So it means that this week we've worked a total of $3,100 in a single week, guys. It's all about patience, waiting for the trades to come to you, execute the plan just as you know you wanted to execute it. Now it's going crazy. Right now we're up 480 pips. Take full profits, inner circle, you know what I'm saying? Take full profits. Let's go. Just look at that madness. If it closes above here, that's already us doing the weekly analysis. I mean, I might as well just do it as soon as the market closes. But if we close up here, then you already know what we're waiting for, a little retest in these areas. But yeah, that's it. Inner circle chilling at 400 pips for the entire week. Also, this is my dashboard on my funded next account, as you can see right here. I'm actually on the second phase right here. You see, this is the second phase. And yeah, we've been going crazy also on this account. Actually, I dropped this account, but right now we're currently up 2%, right? This is 2%. I just left with like $3,000 or $2,900 to hit my target on this thing. So regarding the funded next account this week, I literally just used it to come back from drawdown. I was in deep drawdown, so I made something like $4,000 again there to come back, because I was down like $2,000. Then I added back 2,000 to get to my 100k, and then I had to make $2,000 that you've just seen right now. So it is a pretty good week in terms of finding trades and, you know, trading by ourselves. Let me just close my trade. I told the inner circle to close, but I forgot to close my own trade. So that's it. All the trades are out. $12,252 to withdraw, and yeah, just put back the balance to $10,000 again. That's $2,500 for the week. I mean, I'll check out these limit orders that we have right now and see if they will still be valid. If anything happens, we might just still hold them in case the market drops, or we'll delete them. I am so happy, so chuffed that we actually managed to make $2,500 for the entire week. Nothing complicated. And I'm seeing that we have new highs on US30 just now. That candlestick, the 4-hour candle, just closed outside, but we're already out of the trade, right? We don't want to overdo it. You see? So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys when I'm doing the weekly analysis. For now, let's go. It's a lovely Sunday, and I'm super excited for the weekly analysis. You already seen that we made really good profit for this last week, closing over 400 pips. Now, I traded this account, this account, this account, and this account. I think I traded over 6 accounts at this point, because I am funded 400,000 as we currently speak, and I'm still trading to pass till our 2 million in funded capital is hit. Now, this is a good example that explains that not every week is a good week, or not every week is a bad week. Last week we had a bad week. We closed off with minus $600. This week we had an absolutely amazing week. We closed off with plus $2,500 in a profit. Last week, whilst we were not having trades, I did a little experiment, and I'm going to add the clip at the end of the video. So that's going to make it a little bit longer, but I'm not going to waste time right now and just dive straight into the weekly analysis. If you're new, find the channel for the first time, welcome. We trade the NASDAQ over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You know what's up. Don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's go straight onto the chart. All right, so we're going to start off on the NASDAQ, and you understand that the trading strategy is forever going to remain the same thing. We'll start by checking out what happened on the daily time frame, and we can see that there's nothing of paramount importance, so we don't really need to mark up anything. And we go over to the 4-hour time frame, and it's already telling us a story. We can see a momentum candle, 2 momentum candlesticks, 1, 2, that have been dropping this market. Now, this should give you a question mark that the sellers are currently still in control of this market on the 4-hour time frame. You want to be careful by all means, right? So what we're going to do is, yes, we will need a trend line. Of course, we always need a trend line, right? We're going to draw it like this for guidance. And then where is our support level? Those are easy things, right? This is now a guide, A, B, C, D. That is our support level that we have right over there. Now the market is at a support level, but you should understand that the support level, the sellers are currently dominating. So that is not really an A+ setup. You want to leave that alone. Let's drop over to the hourly time frame. So what we want to see on the hourly time frame is for the buyers to start stepping in here. If they don't step in, this is not a valid setup. We're going to wait for the market to drop to another support area where we have more confluence, and then start looking for entry. And that's probably going to be around about this area here or somewhere here. So it's going to be in this zone here, because it's going to be linked with the trend line. That's simple and straightforward on the NASDAQ. Let's go over onto US30. And I think it's pretty much one and the same thing on US30. We won't even explain much. Look at what's happening. The buyers were in control of this market. They got to a certain level. That is our resistance level. We understand that they just drops down. We can see the type of candles they drop down with. The sellers are currently in control. Want to wait for the sellers to give up power so that we can step in. We always look for buying positions because we are going with the trend, right? So when we finally see the buyers stepping in, it should be at a good support level, right? When we see that, where is our good support level? It's going to be somewhere here. And when we see that happening, we're just going to jump into the trade. Nothing complicated also on this market. Then we have gold. Gold is quite interesting. I think gold is trying to do one of those little funny things that it always does. And you can see that it has just been shooting up to the top. I don't even think there is any need to analyze gold before it actually just drops back down. But right now we can see that it's forming what I like to think of as a range, right? This looks like a range. Let me see if I can have a trend line like this. And yes, this is a simple, I've seen this type of setup most of the time, right? And yes, in most cases, it does break out to the top and keeps going up, right? But what we're seeing here on gold is we're having these equal levels, 1, 2, and the time. The most obvious thing that normally happens is the market starts building up at this level. We get a little consolidation, plays around, comes back a little bit, and then eventually just breaks out. We want to trade the breakout. When it does break out, then we want to ride it up to the top. I wouldn't want to buy gold if it comes into these levels. So that is a no-no for me. I'm not even going to try that, right? So that's exactly what we're looking at for this week. I don't think anything is complicated, but I'm super excited for you guys to watch the next clip right now because I did test out something last 2 weeks. That week when we were not having any trades at all, I was recording this particular video, so I had to test it out over 5 days, and I'm super excited for you guys to check it out and tell me what you think about my experience, about my review. And here goes nothing. All right, so this week has been absolutely crazy, and if you know me, I like to analyze my charts by myself, you know, simple price action and stuff like that. But the NASDAQ chart, the US30 chart, the gold chart, Bitcoin chart, nothing was presenting to me an opportunity that made sense. So I ended up being so frustrated, and you know, I was thinking, you know, what if there is an easier way to get out of all of this? So obviously, just like any curious person would do, I decided to test out this robot from Olymatics. Where's the demo account, first of all? Oh, that's profit. This is my first profit out of what? This demo account had $10,000 and right now it is sitting at 2,800. Been trading the OTC. Those are really bad. So right now I've gone to Euro USD, just the normal one. If this demo test that I'm doing, I'm going to test it out on the demo for just like, you know, a couple of trades. I'll need like, let's say 50 to 100 trades of running this to see. Then I'm going to deposit money into the account. That's a refill in the demo account. Let me just start the robot, honestly. Yo, this whole time I thought I was talking to you guys, but I did not actually start recording on the camera. But we had this message right here. It stopped the robot because the limits that we set, and then I was super excited. So I said I found out something. Okay, we just took another loss. So I said that I found out something interesting. So I just realized that if you set a profit target, it'll stop the robot when it hits that. Well, that's obvious, right? But then yeah, I just found that out. You have earned $246. Well, I'm starting to get excited for this thing because it looks like it actually is working. Let's see if we can actually make $1,000 from this thing, just running it like this. Okay, so whilst this is running, we actually did have a really good trade on the NASDAQ. Well, this is a difficult video to make because those trades will probably be released before this video is released. Looking good. We're up $11,048. All right, I do have exciting news, right? So all these other trades that I've been running for the last 1 hour, it has done really good. This is on a demo account. I just saw a notification right now, $4. The robot has been doing pretty well. If it was someone else making this video, I would not want to believe that. But I am the one who's doing this, right? I'm the one who is having the phone in my hand doing it. I've spent 4 hours, almost 4 hours sitting here trading on this thing. So there are a few things that I want to talk about. Things like the largest loss that I saw was around $35. It took 3 losing trades in a row, right? So I need to sit down and do my calculations to see what exactly and how exactly it's working, right? So that you don't end up blowing your account, because obviously I don't want to blow my account. You know what, let me search, let me see other YouTube videos about this robot and what other people's reviews are. Let's see if anyone has made a review like this one and tested their own money. All right, so I have an update, right? A lot of mixed opinions that I'm seeing here. The thing is, you always need to test out something by your own self. Like almost a whole day that I've dedicated to test out this robot to see if it's working. We have consistently developed that Euro USD does play out well. The largest loss that you can take if you're trading on a $100 account would be $35. On a $200 would be $55. So I'm going to ask on the support and some of these questions because they actually make so much sense, right? We have someone that's just making a video and then you make like a certain amount and then that's the end of the video. What about tomorrow? What about the day after? What about a normal size sample, right? What about like 5 trades, 10 trades, 50 trades, 100 trades over and over again? How does that end up playing out? If I take any trade, whether on the NASDAQ, whether on anything, I want to know how much I'm losing first. So we need to go in depth. We need to understand a lot of things that are not that people are missing out, a lot of things that people are skipping and not saying, right? Because it's free. Of course it's a free robot, yes, so you might risk losing your money at the end of the day. What I'm going to do is right now, let's deposit. Okay, as for the deposit methods, they have a lot of payment methods. I'll use USDT. What I noticed is they give you a deposit bonus, right? Depositing was not difficult, simple and straightforward. I was talking to support right now and I asked what's the best time that I should trade the robot. Should I just let it run throughout and out? And then they said yes, you can let the boat run throughout and out, but then you should understand as a trader that there are going to be conditions that are good and bad for the market, right? So technically not every market condition is good, which is totally true, right? And I understand that, I respect that. Then I said, so what times should we be trading? And then said that I should search on ChatGPT to see the times that are best for trading Euro USD, right? And well, I did search and it said that it's literally in the next 15 minutes till 7 p.m. That's the best time. But right now, during the recommended time, let's see how much we're going to actually make. We're going to start the robot and let it do its thing. It's actually almost time for the New York session to start opening, so it's time for me to now go onto the charts so I can actually start looking for trades for my inner circle. We took a loss for $54. One. It's blown. The account blew. The account has blown. There you have it. Let's just say the trading session has ended on a bad day, right? We have lost $100 and we're gonna wait for tomorrow's trading day. Oh, today's Friday, so it means that we're gonna pick up the trading on Monday, right? So yes, that would be so fair. I would trade it the whole week from Monday to Thursday. Then we'll summarize. I'll put $100 every single day and try and double that $100. If it blows off $500, that is it. That is it. I'll tell you guys the honest review and something that I would have tried out by my own self. Let's wait for Monday. Oh, finally I can end this video. I've been doing this video for the whole day. Alright, what is up you guys? So it's around about the New York Open and I just let the volatility die down a little bit so that we are able to continue with our experiment. I've also made a deposit right now of $100 and we're going to just run it. There's nothing much to explain. You already seen how everything works and right now we're just going to let it run and see how that plays out. So whilst that is running, I'm actually going to be looking for trades for my inner circle. And since it's a Monday, we're not going crazy because Mondays are always trap days, so I don't want to be caught up in the market. I'm not even looking to take an actual trade here, so I'm just actually monitoring. Maybe we can get crazy volatility all of a sudden, but how it is. And just like that's another $100 blown, unfortunately. Yes, so that's $200 that we've already lost on the account. Let's wait for tomorrow and try it out again. It's a Tuesday, around about the New York session. All right, so just these are the results that I have right now. I just let this robot run. I wasn't even recording anything. I just let it run screen recording, and these are the results. Unfortunately, we have blown again another $100. That makes it $300 that we've lost on the account, and it's starting to get a little bit shaky. You know what I'm saying? The demo test was really good, and yeah, I don't know, we still have day 4 and day 5. I don't know, I'll just see how that ends up turning out. But for today, that's it. We've actually blown off this account. On the brighter side, we're actually on a really good trade on the NASDAQ with the inner circle right now. We're currently running plus 200 pips, as you guys can see there, and we're just gonna wait on the robot to see what then happens for tomorrow. An update on what has been happening on the robot, right? I did try the new parameters that I was given on day 4 and on day 5. Today is actually Friday, if I didn't mention that, but unfortunately, right, unfortunately the results were the same. The robot kept blowing the $100 account throughout to day 5, and I've officially lost $500 on the robot. That's the total, and I'm not sure what's going on, right? Because I followed the advice, but it seems that I'm still getting it wrong somehow. So that's going to be what the end of this experiment that I have with this particular thingy, right? Because I really don't want to keep dragging it and end up losing a lot more than I actually originally planned to lose. So I showed you guys exactly what happened, and I don't know what else to do, right? So if you've actually ever experienced trading with robots or this specific robot, just let me know in the comments there if there's something that I'm missing, right? Because at this point I actually don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, or you know, something is going on that I actually don't understand. But yeah, all right, so we're actually at the shop right now, and I just want to go in and grab a quick something, then I'm quickly out because it's really cold. But that's the update that I have for you guys for today, and that's also going to close off the week. I mean, if anything, you know, that is interesting doesn't happen right now. So yeah, let's go. All right, welcome back. I'm assuming you finished watching that video, and I hope you were impressed firstly by my honest review, and also by them allowing me to post this video even after it has lost the entire money. And also a quick reminder before I close off, in the video I think you saw me depositing money, and it had a promo code of START100, which you can find in the description below if you're going to use it. All right, and you might want to just use that too, because it's going to give you extra bonus just the same way you saw me using it, right? And honestly, I don't think that the robot is bad for people that are trying to start and understand automated trading and how binary options work. But from my own personal experience, it actually blew off my $500, as you guys just saw in the video. And unlike other traders who just try out something once, I really took my time. I made an effort. I dedicated the days to actually, in fact a week, to actually test this out and make sure that you guys can see the honest truth. I put in my own money. I funded my own $500, and this was the outcome. But anyway, that's going to close off today's video. I hope you actually enjoyed it. If you found the breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? With that, it's been Tino, and I'll see you guys in the next lit video. Love you guys.